Okay, let's look at impact. So you should have reviewed the intro to the Profitability Accelerators video already so that you've got some understanding about the different profitability accelerators, because I'm not going to talk about what they are in this video, but we're going to look at what the impact could be. So we're looking for a 10% increase across all 8 accelerators, and then we're looking at how that impacts your profits or your profitability. So 10% is achievable. It's a number that you can wrap your head around, and it's intended to be a motivator, because you think, well, yeah, I can do 10%. If I was coming in saying, let's increase each one by 50%, you'd be like, that's not realistic. So I want to say that it's possible that when you create a strategy, it does increase one of the profitability accelerators by more than 10%. And that's great. You're not limited to 10%. The goal is 10%. So let's look at the impact of a small increase in each area, and how when we create strategies to make that small increase across the board, it can have this powerful impact on your business. So quick reminder, our profitability accelerators are traffic, yes, or person raising their hand, buyers, prices, items per purchase, customer engagements, that's our repeat buyers and what they buy, and our profit margins. All right, are you ready? Here comes the fun. So this is where we are currently. All right, so we're looking at a month, and this is a hypothetical business. So on an average month, they have foot traffic or web traffic or call traffic of 1,500 people per month. Out of those 1,500, 38% say yes or raise their hand. So that's 570 people out of our 1,500, right? Out of that 570 people, 15% convert to new buyers. So 85.5 become buyers. So we started with 1,500, and now we've got 85.5 buyers. Their average purchase value, that first buy, is $300, and they're buying right now just one item. Okay, so these are the different numbers you're going to want to write down. So we have total purchases of $25,650. That's the 85.5 buyers making one purchase for $300. So hope you're still with me, right? And we have the profitability accelerator 6 is the number of people that come back. So out of that 85.5 people, 25% come back and are repeat buyers. So that's 21.38 people are coming back and buying again. And they have an average of 3 more transactions for $150. So 21 people, 3 more times, $150 on average. That's an additional $9,618.75. So when we look at our total monthly purchases, we have $15,268.75. 45% profit margin. So that's when we take all of our expenses out, that's our profit margin. So this is where we are right now, current. We haven't done anything, right? When we take our actions and we have a 10% increase across the board, let's look at what happens. So our 1,500 goes from 1,500 people arriving at the store, calling, or on the internet, up to 1,650. We also increased our conversion of those people raising their hands saying yes to 42%. So that's a 10% increase from 38% to 42%. And that means that we have 689.7 people now saying yes or raising their hand. And then we also are converting more of those people into buyers. So now we have 113.8 buyers. We increased what they buy to $330. And we increased, now they're buying 1.1 items, that little 10% increase. So now we've gone, our total purchases is up to $41,310. So that's quite a jump, right? We have increased our repeat customers, or our customer engagement, to 27.5%. And that means we have 31.3 repeat buyers now instead of 21. And we're increasing the number of transactions from 3 to 3.3. So that repeat purchase price of $150 went up to $165. And now our repeat total is $17,040. Our total monthly purchases is $58,349, up from $35,000. So that's significant. And our profit margin is now 50% instead of 45%. So our total profit is $28,000. So by looking at all these things, you can see that we've almost doubled our profit by taking this action. 10% increase almost doubled our profit. We went from $15,870 to $28,883. That's huge. So that was a 10% increase across all 8 accelerators, right? So what does $28,000 additional revenue look like for you? Like, how does that impact your business? And remember, this is one cycle. If you're part of the Bizology membership, we're focusing on one accelerator every 2 weeks. So this took us 14 weeks to implement this, right? But over the course of the year, if we just stayed at this 10%, this $28,000 increase per month, our increase over the course of the year is $142,000. So we've gone from So you can see that 142. We've gone from a total annual revenue of 307 to 450,000. That's huge, huge. So the idea is that we're going to keep cycling through all of these, right? And we're going to keep acting, assess, create, convert, track as we cycle through the different profitability accelerators. So remember, we're working on one at a time, looking at one at a time, looking at creating a strategy, converting, tracking, assessing it, and moving through all of them. So what's the impact if we move through all of them a second time and we go for a 10% increase on our second cycle through? Well, you can see that now we've got foot traffic up from 1,500 to 1,800. We're converting people saying yes, raising their hand at 46%. That means instead of 570 buyers, now we've got 834.5 buyers. Or people saying yes. Sorry, not buyers yet, saying yes. And our conversion rate to buyers is now 18%. So we've got 151 people buying. We've increased that average purchase value to $363. And now they're buying 1.2 items. So our total purchases is $66,529. Our repeat engagement, customer engagement, is now 30.25%. So we've got 45 repeat buyers. And now they're buying 3.63 items at a purchase price of $181.50. So we've gone up from their average repeat buy of being 150 to 181. So our repeat total is now 30,187. We started at 9,600. So we've more than doubled, not quite tripled, but more than doubled, 2.5 times, I'd say. And our total monthly purchases now, we've gone from 35,000 to 96,000. This is with two 10% increase cycles. And our profit margin is 54%. So our total profit now is 52,662. Again, that's huge. So what's the impact on your bottom line? You've got 209,000 in additional revenue. That's a huge increase. What does your business, how does your life change when you increase that significantly? So you can see, if you're not focusing on the profitability accelerators, then you're not focusing on increasing your profits. If you're not taking consistent action to assess, create, convert, and track, then it's not going to work. The cycle is not going to work, and you're not going to have that huge impact of 10% across all of your 8 accelerators and that huge impact on your bottom line profitability. So I want to make sure that you fill out the form with all your numbers so that we can get started going through the first cycle for you in creating strategies, converting, tracking, and assessing. I'll see you in the next video.